Next you'll be telling me you've never seen wings in a banana.
Yeah, you know, I haven't. It's kind of strange. Sorry about that. Alex is very disappointed with me.
Very disappointed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like Hanwha Esports, I feel like both teams got a lot of power in the first draft. You know, really, I think it came down to execution. But a lot of things have been taken away. Especially HLE had a lot of very high tier list picks. I do think it's interesting that we had Aurora, Rumble, and Gwen all gone, because I think like Rumble and Gwen get like super high prior with Aurora gone, but now all three are gone, so that's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Probably just gonna get the AYP from HLE.
Nope. It's the YAP.
Oh, YAP, yeah, okay.
We're yapping.
They're yapping.
Trundle.
Okay. Maybe setting up for like a tank pick, potentially.
Yeah. I mean, Wukong and Xin Zhao are gone. That's a couple of other junglers that Trundle does decently well into.
I guess we'll see. You got to remember that the, HLE did specific.
Oh,
they go in a very different order.
Ipa.
Ipa? Yeah, I'm not as big a fan of it. Harder to say. The Renekton ban comes through, so maybe looking for like an Ambessa first pick. This would seem. But remember that HLE banned Shen, Annie, Talia. So a lot of things are open. Talia's open, Annie's open, Ambessa's open, and it kind of seems like they're setting up for that. Vi is going to be the first pick.
Yeah, I mean, Talia's available.
It's weird to me, though, I feel like, to ban the Renekton and leave the Ambessa open.
Yeah.
And surely it's just going to be picked. And this is one of Zeus's most played on the patch. Also, Kingen's second most played. So, yeah, I feel like this was an interesting choice. Also, now Zeka gets Talia, which is his most played pick.
But now Calyx gets to play Ahri Vi.
Yeah.
All those things you said are true. But he gets to play Ahri Vi.
Not feeling super convinced by that. Looks like Kingen going for the Aatrox in the top lane. That pick, obviously, he does have the world skin for. And do you commit to your mid lane now? I mean, could go the Ahri, is what we've seen commonly, into the Talia. Could also go like the Annie. But instead, looking towards the AD carry pick. Want to secure that before the second round. Opting towards the Varus. And we'll just secure that. HLE haven't picked up their jungler. I feel like he could just go the Jarvan here.
Yeah. It's definitely next on the tier list.
Also like Jarvan, Talia. Really strong combo. Instead, they opt to go for the Sivir, though, before the second rotation. Sivir we've seen popularly picked into Varus, often banned when Varus is taken. So going to go for that one.
Feels pretty good. I mean, relatively low range so far on the side of Nongshim as well. You've got a spell shield for potentially the Vi, although obviously there is the tech where you can smite the spell shield away in some certain situations, but going to forego the Jarvan. They're going to be happy they don't have to play into that. And I assume you ban Ahri. Like, I just thought they would definitely pick the Ahri. If you're first picking Vi, I figured that would be the way to go.
Yeah, Jarvan makes sense to ban. Do they ban Annie in this situation in terms of mid picks? I don't think what else.
It definitely feels like it's next on the list.
Kind of feels like the standout. Could also ban the Rise, I guess. Yeah, Annie gets taken away. For Nongshim, we haven't really seen any support bans get a look in, really.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising. I feel like we get a lot more of those typically. I mean, are you worried about like an Alistar in this situation from Delight? Maybe. Could be something you just ban away here and limit the options there in terms of the pool.
Yeah. There's a lot of talking from Lehens.
Yeah.
It's just going to be the Alistar.
Okay, makes sense.
There's still a lot up. I mean, you got Nico, you got Rel.
Yeah, could just go the Nico here. Trying to think. Nico, yeah. Rel's an option.
Sejuani.
Sejuani or Peanut? I mean, obviously Vi's already picked, so Tunnel's off the card. It definitely feels like a more Peanut pick. We haven't seen as many tank junglers recently. That kind of feels like a him pick.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, we're just trolling now. Dude does do a nice amount of trolling. What is he actually playing? Akali? This worked for Vikla, and it is going to be Akali for Calyx here in game number 2.
In our first series of the day, Vikla donked on Yehu and late.
Huh.
And it will be the Elise support coming out. So what do you take for the light? Because I feel like you don't want to go a melee support into this Elise, so you're going to have a really bad time. Do you go
saying
Nico?
Bard.
Do you go Bard? Bard has a bit of sustain, you can roam about. If you do get caught by the CC though, you will just kind of get one shot. It's also not the easiest comp to play into.
Well, that's not Bard.
Ends up going for the Leona.
I'm 0 for 2 on the lip reading today. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm losing my touch.
You step it up. I mean, the Leona syncs well with the Sejuani. And obviously, I think once you get in range of your targets that reliable, just a point and quick stun, pretty effective. Whereas the Bard, I feel like if Akali's diving in, the Bard feels like sometimes it's not going to offer that much help.
Yeah.
I feel like HLE's composition pretty stable, you know? You have 2 high DPS backliners. You have the Unraveled Earth, which is a lot of value here. You have like a lot of CC provided by the Leona Sejuani with the Ambessa on top. It's that front to back that you normally typically go for. I think for Nongshim, they're going to do a lot more work. They have that poke element from the Varus, but it's a lot about diving and backline access. So you need to find the angles to make that work.
Eating the Noguri Ramyun. That is, of course, Nongshim brand. And hoping for the Lehens fighting. Lots of raccoons out there in the audience. Obviously, the mascot for Nongshim. And this is what their composition is going to look like. It's very aggro. A lot of scary champs on their side.
A lot of snowbally champs.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's see how game number 2 looks as we hop on the rift.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Alrighty, let's go into game number 2, Nongshim versus HLE. Game 1 was incredibly close.
Peanut seems to have a new emote he's playing with. I mean, I haven't seen this one before. I don't know if he's used it before. A little Jin one.
Chef's Kiss.
Yeah. Has he used that one before?
I have never seen him use that before. I don't think I've ever seen that emote before.
Popping it in the intro. Let's see if he shows it again. Peanut's become very emotive recently.
You know who also has this? Canyon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why Canyon has taken this path. He hasn't really been that guy throughout his entire career, but now he's like, you know what? I'm just going to start emoting everyone.
Maybe just as a jungler, you got a lot of free time when you're clearing camps to think about what do I want to do with my time, you know? Maybe I could start emoting. Maybe an emote just captured their fancy and they just dove into the world of it, right? Oh, I know which emote you know how sometimes in like the Hextech crafting thing, you'll get like a emote, a random emote. You know which emote I got recently?
Which one?
I got like, it's a capybara in a little tub.
Oh, yeah.
I got that one.
I saw that yesterday. That one is so cute.
Oh my god, I use that all the time. All the time. I try and somewhat, no, that's a lie. I don't even try and make it accurate in the context. I just use it whenever.
No, it's
something good happens.
It's always good.
Capybara. Something bad happens. Capybara. Something nothing happens. Capybara. It's every situation.
Yeah.
Those are the best emotes. You just it's always applicable.
I feel like the Garen grin is also like that. As level 2 is going to be hit here, Lehen's taking a
That is a lot of damage.
lot of damage.
Yeah. And not having so much fun here. And we are seeing Talia having pressure in the match. This is kind of what I expect to happen. Unlike what we saw earlier, where the Akali was winning lane into the Talia.
Not only a winning lane, but up 1,000 gold.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a subverting expectations scenario. Speaking of which, we are seeing, I mean, Viper doing a good job of getting the early push, but also just, if you ever get like the early push and shove in like an Elise as a Leona, you're feeling really good. Getting that early pressure and able to put the hit on Lehen's and just maintaining that level advantage. Okay, Alex is, yeah, he's on struggle street.
Yep, second potion used. Just trying to survive in this lane. Zeka does get a little bit low on mana, but still is going to be quite annoying against the melee champ that is the Akali. This is the way this is supposed to go. Meanwhile, top lane, there's been a lot of fist fighting, but nobody's really getting a big advantage up there.
Oh, it's actually not the... Wait a minute.
Of which, big trade here from Kingen.
Yeah, getting some good connection there. I was going to say, it's not the poke virus, it's the on-hit virus.
Wasn't it Viper who did this recently?
Yeah, so with the changes, they did buff the on-hit virus. They nerfed his E and Q damage a little bit, particularly E later on when it's got more points in it. And they buffed the on-hit damage in his W. There's obviously a lot of tankier targets here. Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, the flash on in too. He wants to kill, and he will have the kill. Lehens gives the thumbs up and says, thank you very much for your gold.
Yep, does give over the assist to Calyx as well, so pretty big boon there. Zeka just not ready for it. Will TP back in. He's not missing too much, but a good gank from Lehens, and he gets an early kill. Golden Elise, you're never going to be upset about. Good start there. And just when we thought, you know what? The Talia doing okay in the lane match against Akali. No, no, no. Lehens ruin it. Yeah, flashes over. Goes for the Q as well. And the Spiderlings to tank the tower hits on the exit, so zero chance of an exit kill there.
Yeah. I do wonder how he knew exactly where he was. Maybe just a little bit of lingering vision before he backed.
I guess it was his spider senses.
Oh, I went for Spidey sense.
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah. All right, the zoom in on the cannon. All right, Jonah Strong is.
But I'm glad we're on the
placated.
same wavelength of, you know,
Yeah.
Spidey sense, spider sense.
A lot of rocks on the ground here. Calyx, though, is going to dodge the knock-up. Still has his flash. Still is on the run. And gets away without having to use it. Nicely done here by Calyx.
Well played there, disengaging from the situation. It was a 3-man attempt as well from HLE. They brought numbers, so it'll feel frustrating not to have gotten a kill there. They'll take the big raptor as a consolation prize, but still, not even getting a flash feels a little rough. Apparently in that earlier play from Lehens, Zeka was spotted when he stopped still to recall. Oh, yeah. Engage comes in.
All right, Engage is there too, in a bit of trouble. Does have his flash, but just dies instead. As now up in the air goes Lehens, and with all of that stacking of the Frost, he is just going to go down as well.
You can see Peanut was trying to give the kills over and just failed miserably, but yeah, this is the power of this trio. The Leona, the Sejuani, and the Ambessa specifically. All working together to stack that Sejuani passive super fast. Tons of CC, and Zeus being the one with the damage. But here, Zeus kind of going in aggressively, baiting, and then landing the ult. Actually, unfortunately, the Zenith Blade from Delight misses, but it's just completely meaningless in this situation because there's enough follow-up. And now, 2 kills going over. A big tick for HLE on the back of that play.
Yeah, it feels very good. And once again, this Zeka-Peanut duo are getting big wins early on. It's not against Kingen, but it's against Nongshim still. And they'll take the gold wherever it goes.
And Kingen is on Nongshim, so he's...
Kingen, yeah, he is. He is on Nongshim, yeah. And so is Gideon. Taking down the Scuttle Crab.
He is.
They have an Infernal Drake first here. See what this leads to. Gideon, level 6. They want to go in on this big time as the wall is desperate, to say the least.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where like you can't fault him for trying, but also it's never gonna work. So like, yeah. Oh, Zeus is kind of getting manhandled in this matchup.
Yeah, Kingen hit everything there.
Yeah. Kingen is pretty known for his Aatrox. I do feel like once Zeus gets his Eclipse, that's really a huge spike for the Ambessa. So maybe see the matchup turn around then. But for the time being, not doing super hot. Another factor to take into account is he did use his ult and flash in that previous fight, so Kingen had the advantage in terms of tools. That was some better trading from Zeus there. Didn't get hit by all the sweet spots. Makes a difference.
Actually used some cooldowns.
Yeah, the flank comes in, and I guess she would... No, the flash is committed. I guess, I mean, he ulted as soon as he sensed the play. By that point, it was already too late.
Yeah.
So, it was just over.
You're just not getting out there. You just have to have vision of the Vi. Otherwise, that's going to be the end of you.
You needed to sense it
Yep.
in a spider way.
Talia's not a spider, unfortunately.
No, that's the disadvantage.
Yeah. 2 grubs already, and they're going to look for the engage, but the Cocoon comes out. Not going to stop the Sejuani, though. As the follow-up comes in, and Lehen's level 4 Elise just kind of gets mangled in that fight.
Does really get exploded, and didn't really get a chance to... I'm not sure if there was a window, a moment, but like I think he shifted a spider form and didn't get a chance to rappel up in time to dodge the Wish Prison. Oh,
all right, here we go. Public execution is going to come out, but also Kingen using that World Ender.
You could instantly see from the play there, though, that like Zeus ulted in and he knew this would get the World Ender and instantly started disengaged, knew he couldn't take that fight, so
yeah.
traded ults, got the cooldowns, backed away. But yeah, I was gonna say, I just feel like this CC chain that HLE has, and there's no one on Nongshim who can really withstand it. Even like the tankier people, even Kingen, who's like the tank, he's gonna end up being like the tankiest member on Nongshim. If you CC him and he doesn't get access to his healing, he will go down. So, a little bit spooky, a little bit scary, but for the time being, still a very close game.
If we just get another one of these games where it's like back and forth and you just never know who's actually getting the value, it's going to be very interesting. I feel like even though, let's say HLE wins in the end, as Nongshim, you know, it feels bad to not get any wins, but at the same time, you're playing it close with HLE, as now Viper just going to run to the north, away from the TP, and just flash the wall as Lehen's was coming on over.
Yeah, long flash there to get away. Playing it safe, not want to risk things. Dragon is up and available though, so maybe this is the signal for Nongshim to feel like they can start it up, they can get in position. HLE trying to set a little bit of a trap here though. And we'll see Nongshim move around the Hens. Doesn't have Merc Treads yet, and I am a little bit concerned that he will just get exploded.
No first item for Zeka versus Calyx, as speaking of getting exploded, going to actually repel it this time. Nicely done, but in goes Calyx trying to find Zeka. Going to be pushed away though. As might just come down to a bit of a flip now as the wall is going to come in, but Calyx and Gideon are in the back line and nobody can help them. Lehen's is over the wall and so is Jiwoo, and down will go Gideon as in they go. Another nice knockback here from the side of Zeka, and that will be handily won by the side of HLE. Viper looking for a bit more. He's got that on the hunt and that will do it. Picks up the 3rd kill for the team as Zeus. Can he manage a 4th? It looks like no. But Viper, man, he is getting pretty big, and that is 2,000 kills for Viper. Congratulations to him, as now looking for number 4. Zeus will pick it up on the very back end of that one.
Yeah, beautifully played there from Viper, cleaning up that last kill onto Jiwoo, and Zeus finding the angle onto King, and you could see how a lot of the time in those scraps that we're having, he was keeping him at arm's length, knowing his limits, not overstepping in the matchup, and then he pounces when he sees the opportunity. See a replay of this fight, so it was a little bit scrappy with how it broke off. Calyx initially finds Zeka. Zeka actually does a fantastic job of disengaging with a seismic shove, immediately making space and moving down. And then here in this ensuing fight, the wall comes in, it gets a bit scrappy, but Gideon's immediately focused onto. Delight is occupying Jiwoo, but Jiwoo cleansed already. Zenith Blade comes through, they get the flip onto Spider, and then Viper chases with the movement speed, with the red buff. Gets one auto, and then the auto cancel with the W just to clean up there. And then here on the top side. So again, disengages, waits out the ultimate, knows he has flash. Ultimate's now gone, all the Qs used up. He knows he has the cooldowns, flashes in for the clean combo.
Very nicely done. It's just great understanding. He was so far away from Aatrox, but it just didn't matter.
Yep.
When you're playing Mbessa, you can close that gap so quickly.
Great read of just his cooldowns and his opponent's cooldowns.
Oh, Ult's gonna come in as Lens abandons ship. He's like, I'm getting out of here. And honestly, probably the right call, although he might still die as the boomerang catches him on the back end.
The fade away, and that's just how squishy Elise is. Viper doing so much damage. This is the Essence Reaver first. We've often seen a Sivir build. The other popular one is the Navori with the Essence Reaver getting so much AD, that Q hitting like a truck.
Yeah. And
you're just so squishy as Elise. Obviously the focus there was Jiwoo, but no cleanse on this Varus is such a vulnerable target. And, I mean, the light was recalling. He's like, you know, I guess I could be there just to supervise, just to watch you guys. And here the late cleanse of the Q. The head is like, I got him. No, you don't. No, you do not. Nope.
Not meant to be. Meanwhile, we got another jump scare from the Sejuani, who is so accelerated in this game. They can't quite get the kill onto Lehens. But look at Peanut. He's been part of 8 out of 9 kills. He's 3-0 on 5. Already has the hard steal. Feeling very good about his position in this game.
I mean, he's just... Everyone on HLE is starting to get really fed. And, you know, last game, a lot of back and forth. This game is not feeling that way. HLE are really gaining momentum. Zeus has already hit that spike with the Eclipse. I mean, you can see the goal graph. Early on, we had that little back and forth. It did not last for long. Zeus has that Eclipse, which is such a big spike for the Mbessa. He's really strong. He's really scary. Obviously, with the Talia kind of scaling up a bit with that Archangels, Viper's going to become a bit of a monster. I just feel like as well, you're going to be in a situation where if you face check, you're going to get one-shot by this HLE composition. And like, who is realistically comfortable to face check? Because everyone's going to just be bursted, and especially if it's Lehens, he feels very fragile right now.
They're saying, come on, Zeka. Come on down. Come join the party. As the wall this time is going to go off.
Oh, that was so nice.
Yeah, he's still in a little bit of trouble there, up against both walls, as between a rock and a hard place could not have been more accurate in this situation. As meanwhile, Gideon is going to go for a little long walk here, as eventually I think he just dies to Talia. No, dies to Leona.
Oh, Redemption. He must have hit him with Redemption.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. So, unfortunately, Talia doesn't get it, but I mean,
he would have.
Yeah, he got the assist goal.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
He would have got it. But even so, I mean, it's still the right call to go for the Redemption, and in the end, you get
Alex. I don't know about this one. He's still gonna try for it. Might as well limit test, I guess. Oh! The flash on in, and Calyx outplays Zeus in the 1v1, down 2 levels.
Two very dashy champions making a flashy 1v1, and I think Zeus wasn't really ready to get skill check like that. He got completely outplayed by Calyx on this Akali. And when Nongshim's hopes are kind of slipping away, Calyx comes up clutch, finding a little bit of redemption there. The Hens will check the brush.
Meanwhile,
Viper's just doing his thing in the mid lane.
Hanging out in the mid lane. He's going to take the Rift Herald again. I think he's going bot. There he goes. You got a TP coming down as well. And here comes Viper. Just charging on down. Ooh! Oh no! What? Shelly, come on!
That is... Oh my god, that is so disappointing.
That was so...
anticlimactic.
That was so dissatisfying.
Yeah.
I just feel really unhappy now. I can't believe that just happened. All right, the flash, and he is not going to be able to get out of this one. And there you go, Jiu. Going to pick up a kill. Nice predict on the flash.
That was well played there by Jiu. Someone isn't slacking, unlike Shelly, who just, I don't even know.
So sad.
So disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to see the replay. Lands a Q initially, gets the passive proc. Another one there with the Shuriken. Actually, I didn't save the Shuriken until later. That's the reaction you want.
사기챔인데?
I think he said that champ is OP. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Funny.
Afterwards. I mean, what else can you say, really? You just got, you know, Calyx what was thatted. So, kind of
the best thing
unfortunate.
to say is, oops. Oopsie.
Whoops. Good death, good death.
No, the best actual thing is Akali no flash.
Worth. Well, at least Calyx got that. You know, he's 2-0-1. He's got a little lead going.
Yeah.
He's cooking up something.
He can be the threat, you know? I mean, you to pick up that kill. The gold lead's not that big. It felt like for a amount of time, HLE, the lead was slipping away. So Hextech Soul, they got 2 dragons in pocket, they got feats of strength. Things were looking pretty disastrous, but Nongshim starting to claw back a bit of that disadvantage. It's not doomed. It's not completely over. It doesn't look super positive, though. Okay? But it's not over. We've seen worse looking games than this. Turned around.
That is very true. I do fear for Nongshim, I don't feel like they have a great way to deal with this Sejuani. I mean, yes, they have the on-hit Forest, but he's got to have his cleanse. He has to have his summoners to deal with him. As now, here comes Hanwha Esports. The engage comes in, and guess who they were going to find? It is, of course, Lehens, who does get over the wall, but Calyx dies on the top side of the fight.
Yeah, I know, just take the tower. Okay, looking a little bit more doomed right now.
Yeah.
Not
the doom meter has gone up a little bit.
Yeah. The doomsday clock.
Yeah.
It's like what? Isn't it like you say it's like quarter to midnight or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it's definitely approaching. Calyx unfortunately caught out here, and then they just kind of look for the hands on the side. Like, yeah, we can kill a spider. They actually don't kill the spider. The hands manages to flash away after the repel.
Yeah.
But Calyx just gets exploded. And then they just take another tower, so not exactly what you'd hope for. Arakan is spawning on the bot side in 15 seconds. Do HLE just start it immediately? Being K-Fair expert.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
I think they can, honestly. I think their turn is insane with Sejuani Leona.
Oh, Pina has an ending. Wait.
Well, that's one way to do it. Checking the brush, getting vision. He is Leona, so only took like 10% damage. 20%.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
Leona with Celestial Opposition and he had Cleanse.
Yeah.
So
That's how you get vision.
pretty strong. They are just on it.
Yeah.
Pina picked up an ending, so he feels very confident, very tanky. Oh, that was scary.
There are just so many threats on the turn. They can also put up a wall if they really need to. Gideon on the top side. Not sure if they're going to be able to spot him. There's the turn. Lehens is already dead.
Where'd he go?
He just disappeared. Gideon says, well, I got to do something. He's going to get in. He's super low, though, as the damage is stopped on the Otacon. He goes back in, but the smite is good for the Sejuani, and the fight is even better for the side of HLE as the sun comes in, shuts down Kingin, and it's a double kill for Zeus. He gets his revenge, at least on the team, but not on the player.
That was actually kind of a crazy smite from Peanut there. Oh.
Okay, going on into this one. Calyx actually going to be caught. There's nowhere really for him to go. He is at Kali, so maybe. Okay, he's going to shuriken and flash over the wall.
Can he get out in this situation? I mean, Kali's chase, I think he can TP if he really...
Oh, Zeka. Zeka's got the angle. Oh.
Oh, she's a random
still
shuriken.
chasing him. Yeah, that could have been anyone's shuriken, you know. It's not 100% Akali.
That could have been one from earlier.
Yeah, oh, there's the rocks on the ground, and there you go. That's how the Talia deals with Akali.
Did a pretty good job of it. So we'll get that kill on the end. And that's such a late death for the Akali. Dragon's up in 15. Oh, Viper.
Yeah, you see the smite come down just in case he spell shields, but Delayed is here. The heal comes out, and he is not punished, not this time, for his greed there on the mid-turret. They are going to get the mid-turret. Gideon goes back in, not knowing that Peanut is here, I would assume, as now Kingin has the angle, but he just doesn't have a team. Yeah. HLE just rolling this snowball as an ult goes very wide, but Peanut does put up the emote, so it's all worth, it's all okay. Kingin going to get bursted down eventually. There he goes. As more emotes come out, and HLE are just having fun at this point. Almost 10K ahead, 8,000, and they'll get their third Drake.
Yeah, here was a situation where I thought the death of the Akali would mean they couldn't contest Dragon, but then everyone else died too, so it doesn't really matter. So this Smite, because we see Gideon goes in and like tries to combo the Q Smite. Ooh, and it just gets snuck away by Peanut just before he dies. So it was actually really nice timing from Peanut. I thought Gideon was actually going to get it there.
I mean, that's favored to Gideon, right?
Yeah.
Like, because of the Q.
Yeah, because I saw it at 1282.
Yeah.
And then it went to 0.
That was the last number.
Yeah, so actually well played from Peanut there. Credit to him for securing that in a clutch moment. And then here was just unfortunately an overstep by Nongshim. They're like, hey, we found something. They did not like what they found. They learned afterwards because they found all of HLE.
Yeah.
And yeah, Zeka turning up just to finish off King on the end. It's been a less back and forth game than the last one.
Yeah, I mean, that's generally the way it goes. You know, you got the underdog team really fighting hard. It's very close in the first one. They almost get it done, and then
the overdone team.
Yeah, the game 2 is just absolute smash. Speaking of which, maybe they're going to get Zeus here. He is going to get the redemption on top, but I think he will be, you know, redemptioned by his team in the end. Redeemed, whatever you want to say. As they're going on in, they're getting a lot more kills after the fact, as in goes Calyx, going to get the kill on the Delight. That's probably the last that he will get in this fight. Kingin basically living forever, but will just die to the Talia. Oh, that's the Peanut emote. Yeah. Wait, did Peanut do it first?
I hope Peanut does like a capybara emote. Oh! Oh.
He's like, all right, I'm just gonna farm my jungle now.
Little juke. Oh! Wait, he's out! He's out! He's out! He's out! He's out!
Yeah. He's out.
Cheeky.
He lived.
Very cheeky.
Well.
Okay, so this one started with Lehen's. Yeah, he just died. And then here, look, so Zeus just kind of, it's just like he moves next to Jiwoo, and just Jiwoo just nearly dies. And then Jiwoo just gets run over by tanks. Yeah, this on-hit virus just, when it said Giovanni just stands in your face and just,
yeah,
giant Poro is just licking you too.
You're like, please no. I can't take this anymore.
Oh,
just dies.
Oh, good.
What is going on here?
Yeah, it just went away for a second, for a split second. Calyx had +4 gold over Zeka, and everyone else was just super in the negative. It's like you look at all the other scores, and it's just so dismal. Yeah. Calyx is just trying his hardest.
Gideon has snuck in though.
Okay.
He has an angle. I don't think they have any idea. Oh, he's gonna try to send it. Oh, he was so close. Very nice try from Gideon, but it's just not going to matter in the end. The Baron does go over to HLE, and they should be winning this fight. The stun goes down on Jiu, but he has the cleanse. I mean, they need a damage dealer. There you go. The Light going to escape with the gates. And that should be the end of this game with Baron. 25 minutes in. Should be a quick one, or at least an inhibitor. But I think they might just go for it.
Yeah, I think they can do it. It's only Lehen's and Calyx. I'm not sure Lehen's is up for the task. To be honest, I don't think Calyx can do it either.
Yeah, this game is over. Calyx not even going to be able to get in there. The Rocket Bell just try to wave clear. This Calyx, they want to actually get him. He is doing a good job of distracting.
Saving KDA.
Yeah.
Not worth it. Oh, he increased it.
He increased his KDA. There you go.
Nice.
KDA player in the best way.
Yeah.
2-0 for HLE.
This was a lot more one-sided. A big 2-0 for HLE. Not too much of a surprise.